Okay, it's a popular question here. Find two angles on the interval 0 to 360 degrees for which sine x equals 0.1234. So the first thing we want to do is find the angle in quadrant 1, which is our reference angle for sine x equals 0.1234. So we'll just watch this video and we'll see how this is done. So the first thing we're going to put 0.1234 in. This is on the iPhone, so it's fairly easy. Now we want the second function up there, so we want inverse sine. Second's up there, left, and then sine -1 gives us 7.088 degrees. So we know that theta prime, we're going to call it, equals 7.8. Got that wrong, sorry. 7.09 degrees. And that's to 2 decimal places. So that means in quadrant 1, we have an angle out here where one of the answers will indeed be 7.09 degrees. Now, this is something we need to remember. In quadrant 1, everything is positive. In quadrant 2, sine is only positive. Quadrant 3, tangent is positive. And quadrant 4, cosine is positive. So this is sine x equals positive 0.1234. So where else is sine positive? In quadrant 2. So we've got to do a mirror image in quadrant 2. And this angle here, theta, will be 180 minus 7.09 degrees. Why is it minus? Because this angle is 7.09 degrees and that angle is 7.09 degrees. So therefore this angle here will be 180 minus 7.09 degrees. So the two answers are theta equals 7.09 degrees and theta equals 172.91 degrees. My mathematics is correct. And we can prove that by watching the video. So we're going to try and find out what sine of 172.91. Press the sine button and we should get 0.1234. There's a slight error when that point, the 28 afterwards, but essentially we've got it to 2 decimal places and a fairly good degree of accuracy. Question here, find two angles on the interval for which 0 less than 360, between 0 and 360, for which cos x equals 6.6424. So again, we're going to find out the angle in quadrant 1, which will be our reference angle. Okay, so let's play the video and we'll find out. What we do is we put 0.6424 into our calculator and we press second cos -1, and we get the answer 50.028. So that's 50.03 as our reference angle in degrees. And we know that in the first quadrant everything's positive. Sine only in quadrant 2, tangent only in quadrant 3, and cosine in quadrant 4. So for this one, we're going to look at these two quadrants here, where cosine must be positive. So we know that 50 degrees will be our first, 50.03 will be our first angle in quadrant 1, which we know will give us the cosine 0.6424. Well, the other angle's in quadrant 4, so we do a little mirror down there. And if we do our geometry right, that is 50 degrees 0.03, and that is 50.03 degrees. They're both the same, both equal to that. So therefore, this angle here, theta, the other angle, will be all the way around here to there. And it's going to be equal to 360 minus 50.03. That's just a bit of geometry. All right, this one is 50.03, so therefore this one's going to be 360 minus. So the two answers are theta equals 50.03 degrees, or 360 minus 50.03 is 309.97 degrees. And we'll prove it now. If we play the video, 309.97 cos is going to be 0.6428. And if we look back, there's a slight degree of discrepancy, 64238. Let's put it in red. So it's 6424. We're looking for, so it's very close. Find two angles on the interval 0 to 360, for which tan x equals 1.241. So again, the same thing. We're going to find in quadrant 1 exactly what angle is. So let's watch the video. Point 1.2141 goes in, and we're going to try and press tan -1, and we get 50.52 degrees, and that will be the angle, number we're going to work to as our reference angle. And we know that everything's positive in quadrant 1, sine only quadrant 2, tangent quadrant 3, and quadrant 4 is cosine only. So for tangent being a positive, we know it's going to be the first and third quadrants. So first of all, we do an angle in the first quadrant. We know that that one must be the same as this one here, 50.52. Let's just do the angle down here. It will be exactly on the end of a straight line for quadrants 1 and 3. This angle is 50.52. That angle is 50.52. So therefore, this angle here will be 180 plus 50.52. Because the angle we're looking for is this angle all the way around here. So it's 180 to here, and then plus 50.52. So theta equals 50.52 degrees, or 180 plus 50 is 230.52 degrees. If we play the video here to check, 230.52 degrees, press the tan button, and we get 1.21, which is interesting because we've not quite got the accuracy we want. We want 1.2141. So there may be a mistake we've made here, but 396 is not that close. So rounding up has not quite been as accurate as we need to here.